single day I'm gonna make something. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
In my Kumihimo project. So hello and welcome to my channel, Love Diamante. So today I thought we'd talk about some of the different types of jewelry stringing materials that are out there. I'm going to let you know I'm not an expert, and this is just what I've learned and what I'm familiar with and what I use in my jewelry projects, my jewelry making. So, among the most popular threads are Fireline, Wildfire, Nymo, and Ceylon. I know there are many more, but these are what I'm familiar with and what I use. I can only give my opinion on the materials that I know. So, Fireline is available in a few different colors and sizes. Right here you see there's smoke and crystal. Those are the two most popular. This is my most favorite to bead weave with, because you don't have to stretch it beforehand or pre-wax it. It grips the beads quite firmly and is available in a very small diameter, which is perfect when you have to pass through your beads several times. It's probably the best thread to use for someone whose bead weaving tension is more on the loose side, or if you're a beginner. This thread is great when using very small beads like Delicas, size 11-0 and 15-0 seed beads. Its strength and durability is among the very high range when beading with crystal, since crystals tend to have sharp edges and can sometimes cut or fray through your thread, especially when you pull too tight or hard. This project, if I can find it, was done with Fireline. You see, these are very small beads. They're pretty. Then there is Wildfire, which is quite popular too. It's also available in a few different colors and sizes, but doesn't come thinner than a 0.15 millimeter diameter, which I found if I'm using small beads and have to pass through them more than twice, then I'm constantly breaking my beads or can't pass through them at all. Wildfire is quite stiffer than Fireline, which is wonderful when you want your project to keep its shape. This thread you don't have to pre-wax either. And this is a project I used with Wildfire. It's a lot stiffer than the Fireline is. Very pretty also. Now, Nymo is used more often among the more experienced or tight tension bead weavers. This thread needs to be pre-stretched or else your tension will be very loose upon completion. It is best to pre-wax with beeswax or thread conditioner. I've heard of some beaders that just use a candle also. If you are somewhat of a rough beater, like I am, I'm a very rough beater, I don't recommend this thread until you're more experienced. Only because if you pull too hard, you'll break your thread or eventually fray it by pulling too hard. Now, I've got rough right hands with calluses, which I found snag on my thread, which drives me crazy, so I don't use it very often, unless I want my project to drape and sway loosely, like when I do fringe. Which I'll show you a project right here, where it drapes. Very pretty. See how that just drapes? Okay, now Ceylon, I'm not too familiar with this cord. It comes in a big variety of colors and sizes and is used for a variety of projects. I use it in my Kumihimo projects and projects using bigger or heavier beads because it's much thicker in diameter. which I'll show you. Here's one project where I used it in this necklace. And this is Kumihimo right here. The needle fixed onto the string and comes in these little packs, which I use with my natural pearls, which need a soft, delicate thread so they aren't damaged by the knots between them. So, illusion cord. Let's see if I can find this. Which also, see if you can see that. Can be used in a variety of projects, and this cord is transparent and very strong. Durability, in my opinion, is mid-range. There's a possibility that a knot can come loose, or if using crimps, then the crimp will eventually bite into the cord, causing your project to break or come loose. No need to use a needle with it since it's stiff enough to work without one. Now there's Stretch Magic, or stretchy string. Comes in clear, white, black, glitter, and now some colors. It's used best on a project that will fit many sizes, bracelets, rings, chokers, etc. Best if you don't use with crystals that have sharp edges. Or maybe you can use higher quality crystals that don't shred into the elastic cord, causing breakage. It's also available in different sizes of diameter. The thinner the diameter, the smaller the beads can be. The thicker diameter is used for big hole beads or heavier, larger beads. You must square knot when tying this cord or the knot will just slip out. Some jewelry makers use a small dab of glue or nail polish on the knot for better security. Now, tiger tail is a cheaper route when using beading wire, available in gold, silver, and brass tones and several different diameters. Let's see. You must use crimps. Must use crimps when finishing off a project. You cannot tie this material. Used in basic bead stringing projects, it's not very flexible, and if bent, it will kink. Those are the downsides with using this material, but it is very economical. Now, the upper scale of tiger tail would be nylon coated beading wire, ProFlex, SoftFlex, available in different types of metals. Like stainless steel, sterling silver, 14 karat gold plated, and different diameters. The lower strands have less flexibility and strength. Last on my list is memory wire, available in gold or silver color and different sizes. Oh, let's see, I forgot to grab some memory. Here's some memory wire right here. This I've already cut into some coils. See, the different sizes vary from ring size Let's see, different sizes are from ring size, bracelet, and necklace. This is very versatile when you need one size fits all, since this kind of wire is extremely flexible and stretches to pretty much fit anyone. It keeps its form and its strength makes it very durable. This material is difficult when trying to bend or make loops. You also need special wire cutters specifically made to cut memory wire, because they will ruin your normal wire cutters. Once again, I warn you, do not use your normal wire cutters. Do not. So these are some of the bead string and materials available. There are many, many others like leather, cotton cord, wax cord, etc. I will introduce these into a later video. Like I said, this is all based on what I've learned and my opinion only. Please do to your liking. I hope this helps some of you. I know when I first started out making jewelry, I had no idea what materials I needed to use. No idea what materials I needed to use with what beads and so on. So I hope, like I said, I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for future jewelry making tutorials, art drawing, bead hauls, and possibly some polymer clay fairy houses. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.